Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Avernum 6. Last episode, we went and dealt with two issues that the people of Refuge had. We cleared out a gazer that was over here. Well, didn't clear out, but beat him into submission and following the will of Melanchion, and went over here and killed a demon. So that's dealt with. Now, it's finally time to go and speak with Melanchion himself. It's about time. In we go. At last you enter the lair of the dragon Melanchion. It's really kind of not what you expected from a dragon's lair. Instead of the jagged rocks and piles of bones, you see hard-working cultists cataloging and moving around piles of supplies. Except for the reek of sulfur, it looks much the same as every other fort you've entered. The Draces ignore you as they walk around, tirelessly doing the many tasks they have been given. This isn't just a dank cave where a solitary lizard counts and recounts his treasure. No, Melanchion is preparing to defend himself. And those are dragon worshippers. You know what, let's go this way. Let's see. That leads down to I don't know what. Let's see. Melanchion expects his servants to work hard. In return, he gives them a rare reward. He feeds them. The kitchen is full of bubbling pots of stew, lizard roasts, and kegs of mushroom ale. You would never guess that there is a famine. The head cook is a young human woman. She has muscles built up by years hauling around cauldrons, and her hands and forearms bear many small burns. She walks up to you and gives you a little bow. I am Glenny Dresa, traveler. Melanchion has sent word that you are to share in his hospitality. I would be happy to feed you. You cook for all of the Draces. I cook for everyone here, even the mighty dragon. It is a great honor. I never dreamed my skills would come to such use. What does the dragon eat? Whole roast lizard, one a day. Mighty Melanchion lets me prepare it as I wish. Every day I try a different mix of stuffings and sauces. The dragon's pleasure is what I live for. She says it simply and with total conviction. Were you a cook before you came here? I was. It takes great skill to turn the products of Avernum into something enjoyable. I cooked in New Harston. Then the blight came and I fled south. I thought I would never practice my art again. But then I met Breck Dresa, who was traveling and looking for new potential followers. He brought me here, and my life started over. Glenny Dresa hovers near you, eager to give you food and drink. She occasionally has to bark orders at her helpers, reminding them to remove bread from the oven or stir the stew. She has a vicious temper when her food is threatened. Where do you get the food? Some of it is old stores, some of it is freshly grown, and most of it is foraged. Melanchion only accepts new servants when he is sure we can find enough food for them. Wait, did you say freshly grown? She nods. Vash Dresa is making new crops for us to raise. He is very skilled. We will never have anything like the mushrooms we lost, but Avernum will not be without farmers forever. Well, I am hungry. Glenny Dresa goes to the oven and fetches you a mushroom meal roll. It is fresh, warm, and apparently untainted. You see, the dragon is so kind for us. I don't need anything else. Return when you do, you are welcome here. She returns to shouting at her helpers and guiding the next meal to completion. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Onwards with exploration. A shade floats up to you. It is a simple, mindless magical construct. When it senses that it is close to you, it starts to fade away. As it disappears, it uses its final waning traces of energy to speak. This is not our way! Interfering with the hordes of short-lived ones can only end one way! And then the shade fades away. It is gone, leaving not a trace behind. Interesting. Let's see. Melanchion has a wide variety of servants, all working tirelessly to build their little nation. Or maybe an empire, it's too early to tell. But of course the dragon made sure to get an alchemist. His old Slivzerakai walks among his bubbling pots. Sometimes he stirs them, sometimes he tastes the goo. He frequently makes notes in his research journal. Then he sees you. His gaze is, even for a slith, glassy and blank. Ah, I know who you are. Not of us, but to help us. I am Vash Dresa, alchemist for the mighty dragon.
I hope you have come to help, or trade.
How did you come to be here?
A good question. A long tale.
He looks at one of his pots, which is filling the air with foul, dizzying gases.
I can't remember. This is good. Now all is the dragon.
What do you do for Melanchion?
Yes, I make potions. A few potions. I do research, raise plants, test new brews, to bring strength to the followers of Melanchion. Is good work, and I do much, but is hard. Few people here, and none can be spared to help me test.
What sort of plants do you raise?
Mushrooms. Some blighted, some not. Some toadstools, only a little poisonous. I try to change them, to make them something we can eat, or our livestock can eat. Is hard, but it will please the dragon when I succeed.
What needs testing? He suddenly looks very interested.
You're interested in testing? I can give you a Brew Test. Very simple, just drink. Say what happens. That is all. Would you help me?
Sure, I'll drink your potion.
I am so happy. I would not anger dragon by putting helper at risk. Yes, you will be fine. Go downstairs. Drink from basin. Is potion for strong spirit. Brings cold and calm. All fear is gone, only icy certainty. Is a good thing.
He thinks it over.
Is new. Strong. Might make you a little ill. If it does, just go to north. Is another basin. Will help revive you if you are queasy. I'm sure you will not need it.
Well, we'll deal with that after we speak with the dragon. You enter a large cavern at the low southern end of the complex. In the middle, you see a large stone dome. Low chanting constantly comes from within. From here, you can sense Melanchion. The power of the beast pervades the air. It is a constant weight, slowly draining your will. You can only guess how it affects people less rigorously trained than you. The dragon awaits. I just noticed this passage over here. These cells are set aside to give the Draces an occasional bit of quiet time. These two young people politely make it very clear that while they are required to be cordial with you, they would prefer it if you let them alone. Okay then, we shall do just that. And that just leads back up there. Okay then, round about this way, what will we find? Once again, you meet Dresa, the man you rescued from the dungeons of Barga. He has cleaned himself up and regained a lot of lost weight. Now he wears long robes and tends to the worshippers of the fortress. He eventually takes a break from tending to the temple and speaking with worshippers to speak with you. He seems surprisingly uncomfortable considering the debt he owes you.
Ah, welcome. I am Dresa. Well, I suppose you know that. As you can see, I am back home, back to tending to my true purpose. I hope you take a moment to see what we have built here before you leave.
Tell me about this shrine.
The followers of Melanchion work hard. They struggle constantly to create a better, more peaceful land. And when they tire, they come here. For reassurance, for guidance. All who bear the title Dresa are welcome here.
Why don't they visit the dragon?
Oh, they do. All take their turns before being allowed to spend time in Melanchion's presence, chanting and feeling his power. It is a cherished reward. This shrine is more for rest and guidance.
And me? Am I welcome here?
The dragon welcomes you, called for you, so you have a special place. You may travel freely. You should not spend too much time talking to the Draces, though. You might upset them.
Dresa stands off to the side, silently watching you as you look around. His discomfort at your presence is palpable. And what do you do?
I speak to the Draces, answer their questions, give them guidance, and at other times I perform the other tasks Melanchion has given me.
What sort of advice do you give?
Of course, all wish to follow the dragon, to help Melanchion to create a new glorious empire. But that does not mean that the best path is immediately visible. In fact, it rarely is. When they are unsure how best to help Melanchion, I discuss the options with them and help them find a way to be more efficient.
What else does Melanchion have you do?
I also gather information. Books, scrolls, works of history. There is nothing about the world, below or above, that Melanchion does not want to know. And of course, Melanchion is most in desire of works of magical research. Tomes, notes, alchemical texts. Anything to help our sages to defend us.
And does Melanchion pay for that sort of thing?
He does. Well, I do. I would pay you well for any research notes you might bring me.
Well, it's a good thing I've been collecting these 11 research notes. Sure, I have some research notes for you. Dresa takes the notes and examines them carefully.
Yes, very interesting. It will take some time to decipher them, but they might well be helpful.
He counts you out a small stack of gold coins from his pouch. Oh, he also removes a crystal from his pouch and hands it to you.
See, we of the dragon can pay well when we are aided.
Oh, 9, 10, 11. Huh. Ooh, wisdom crystal, battle crystal, purging, piercing, and tinker's crystals. And a whole load of coins. I mean, the piercing crystal we don't need, but the rest of it, very nice. Alright, and down in this way. Oh, that also leads downwards. Interesting. That leads back up. And over in this corner. Ooh, that's a little concerning. Oh, some lanterns. Take them. At first, you thought that this creature was just a very large zombie. He walks as if all of his bones were broken and then reset badly. His skin is blotchy, and chunks of it look like they were sewn on. But somehow, he is alive. When you get close enough for his milky eyes to detect you, he turns and lurches towards you.
I, Goro Dresa. I, treasure keeper. Keeper for great dragon.
What happened to you? Goro Dresa looks down at his twisted limbs and scarred flesh.
I was old for ogre, and I got caught by soldiers of Varga, chopped up, old body hurt. Thought I'd die. Melanchion has use for me, so I live. Now I only one Melanchion trust with treasure.
How did Melanchion save you?
With mighty magic. Much pain, much tearing. Took so long, but he make me live. I serve Melanchion long time. He say he want to keep me.
The dragon actually trusts you around his horde.
Yes, I live because Melanchion spells in me. They make me live. Dragon, he kills me with one thought if he wants. So I always serve Melanchion, always.
And yet the ogre doesn't seem to feel bad about this. If anything, he is proud. The ogre Goro Dresa shuffles around you, tending to the boxes of equipment and treasure that line the walkway. He is cataloging them. Some of the pieces will go to Melanchion's warriors, and some of them, the better ones, will disappear into his horde.
I am busy, I help the dragon, grrr.
You are the treasure keeper?
Much loot out there, many dead soldiers, torn up towns. Dresas, they always find good things. Bring here. I sort. I take some to horde. I give some to soldiers. Some of horde not stay in horde. Goes out again. Rewards.
Can I see Melanchion's horde? The ogre looks thoroughly scandalized by this suggestion.
No! You go down, you be careful. You go too far, go past magical barriers and defenses kill you. Only I and dragon can go. Others try to steal. They die. No be like them.
How do you decide what goes into Melanchion's horde?
All the best things, the strongest things. I show them to Melanchion. He touches them. He loves them. I put into horde. Dragon has mighty horde.
Can I earn some reward?
You talk to dragon. You not first to come to try to earn great treasure. Just do not try to steal treasure. Some do. Melanchion keeps their bones.
Right. Message received. Do not steal the dragon's treasure. I mean, that's kind of a given, but still. Oh, interesting. Ah, this is just where they're staying. Okay. And here, Melanchion. And so you finally come before Melanchion. He is on a stone platform in the center of the dome. He is, indeed, a dragon, an enormous reptile 40 feet from head to tail, radiating raw power. Before him are his worshippers, 2 rows of men and women of different species lying prostrate and chanting. The dragon looks down at them with amusement. The rugs are well worn. His Draces serenade him thus every hour of every day. Then Melanchion looks up at you. You soon find that you have to evade his gaze. Every time you meet his eyes, your thoughts grow fuzzy and indistinct. The power of the dragon's mind can overwhelm all but the most cautious. He grins, showing many enormous vicious teeth.
So, the envoy of Avernum is here. Enter, approach, do not fear. I am the dragon Melanchion, and I come as your savior, not your conqueror.
We shall indeed see about that. When you get close to the dragon, you size each other up. Melanchion has just reached draconic adulthood. His skin is smooth and bright red. His powers are close to their peak, and they will stay potent for centuries. Heat radiates off of him in waves. Being near him is filling your armor with sweat. Your thoughts grow unfocused. You can see how so many have fallen under his sway. Something about the creature makes you feel compelled to obey. He, in turn, studies you.
Yes, I thought you would come. I have heard of you. The whole underworld echoes with tales of your skill and strength. I think you are capable of helping even me. I am the dragon Melanchion. I have called for you. You have come. Your people are doomed. You require someone to save you. And that someone can be me.
I have been sent here by the castle. You have a message for them. Melanchion nods. He idly scratches the stone floor with his claw.
I have a message, and I have a deal to offer, a trade that may save you. Avernum is hungry, and it is trapped. You had a portal, yes? This great portal? And it failed, leaving you below and bereft, facing starvation.
That is Avernum's business, not yours. Melanchion is amused.
It is no secret, little creature, all know of it. You do no favors for your people by being coy. You have not been able to repair the portal, and it will take too long to repair it. It took many years to construct it. You do not have time to finish it. You are, thus, doomed.
And what does this have to do with you?
You do not have the skill or resources to repair your portal. The Venati do, but they will not help you. They would not admit it, but they would rather see you starve. But I can help you.
How?
I can repair your portal. I have already begun to craft the crystal that will restore it, and I would be happy to share it with you and to help you Avernites to flee the underworld. But I require something in return.
What do you require?
Your service. You. You will do my bidding. When I am satisfied, you will have the stone and thus your lives. I have great plans for you.
I will agree to your terms if my king requires it.
You are a good soldier. You will follow your orders. Your orders are to take my message back to the castle. You will do that now, whatever your opinion of me. That is all. You are dismissed.
And the dragon waves you away. And, okay, that's what those two are saying. Alright, we will return to the castle after we do this thing for you. Then we'll go back. Alright, let's go down and take a peek down here. Ah, this is the, let's see. This basin is full of gray, unwholesome liquid. A dipper to drink it has been helpfully provided. Drink the liquid. You drink some of the vile liquid. With great effort, you manage to keep from gagging it out again. The gate to the west starts to slowly open. You don't feel that bad. You might not need the... But then you feel it cold. It starts out as a tiny mote of ice within your stomach. And then it starts to spread. Downward. And upward. If the cold reaches your heart, maybe it would be wise to see what is past the gate. Oh dear, better idea. Haste and run. Melanchion and his servants are not just preparing for war. They are conducting all sorts of magical research, much of it aimed at creating new sorts of food. While the tower colony burns, Vash Draca continues the work. You can see vats of algae, patches of fungi, shelves laden with samples, and of course, basins full of experimental, noxious goo. This could have been a lot better done. Why are there wolves here? We do not need to deal with these wolves. Why? Why are there wolves here? Please, we don't need to deal with these wolves. We need to get to somewhere safe. Okay. Nothing else there. Okay, that's not somewhere we should go. Let's, great. Great, more hostile creatures. Fantastic. Okay, ignore those for now. We'll deal with it later. There! There it is. And it's protected by a bunch of creatures. We're being weakened by the death curse. Yes, I get it. Okay, good. You didn't go too far. Arcane Blow. This basin is full of liquid. It is like perfectly clear water, but with an unnatural sparkle that suggests that it is something much more. Drink it! You drink the water, or water-like substance, and find that it is marvelously refreshing. A warm feeling spreads through your chest. Your thoughts grow wonderfully clear. You feel much better, but you can't help but wish that the alchemist had only had you drink from the second basin. Yeah, that would have been nice. Alright, let's see what's in here. Cryodrakes. Kill them. All this. That was a bit of a rush. I have no idea how much time we actually had, but... yeah. Of course, you summon allies. Alright. Kill that cryodrake. And another arcane blow. There we go. And there we go. Okay, did those cryodrakes actually drop anything? No. Couple flawed crystals and coins. Lovely crystal and a spine shield scroll. Alright. Now let's get out of here. Why did he do it that way? Huh. Interesting. Maybe that's the reward we're going to get. Alright, let's go down. Ahem. I drank from your basin, and the results were not positive. You described the results of the experiment to the Slith. He is shocked and horrified. You mean I almost... the helper of the dragon, Oh no, please do not tell Melanchion. He will be so angry with me. I am sorry. I am glad you did not die. I will open the gate and let you read a book of knowledge. This will help you. Can I trade with you? Yes, I am always buying supplies to help in my work. I can sell you potions, too. I pleased the dragon by helping you. Ooh, we can buy a knowledge brew. Sure, buy it. Something to sell? Yeah, a couple things to sell. And custom potions. Too busy. Alright. And what is this? That would have been nice to have. Okay, then. And he is indeed opening up this gate. Melanchion has obtained a number of spellbooks. Powerful tomes, bound in leather and radiating dark power, obtained with great effort and brought here to increase the power of his stronger-minded servants. You manage with effort to decipher the cryptic runes within the book without losing your sanity. You learn a chant which will greatly aid your wounded allies. Divine Restoration. And we gain new insight. Okay, that was worth it.